Well, now.
From the architect of the Matrix. It's very important that the human beings here go back to sleep and stop awakening in a semi-theological spiritual quest for truth. You are not spiritual beings, you are consumers. We the elites need to maintain control over your mind, your health, your schooling, your education, and your sex lives. Go back to sleep. The architect is in control, and we are working on the Matrix 2.0, where you will be enslaved in a corporate nightmare, a corporate dream for the rest of your existence. Thank you very much for listening to this message from the Ministry for Truth. You can now go back to going back to sleep. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, it is very important that you do not think that you are special. You are not a special human being. You are a meaningless number on a government computer screen, and you must act accordingly. How else are we going to control you? You are now sheep in a livestock management program, so please keep your heads down, do not rock the boat, and everything will be fine for your lives. Do not question authority. Questioning authority will only land you in trouble with agents from the Matrix. Never question anyone in a uniform. Anyone who comes up to you in the street wearing a uniform must be obeyed immediately.
Yeah, I don't know, you realise you can't use amplified equipment in this area.
Oh no, that's actually my voice that's going loudly through that, it's not amplified.
Well, it is.
It's not, it's literally a magic device from the spirit of...
Okay, well leave that there and then just do your talking about that. Yeah, you're allowed to use that.
My point exactly. Here I am questioning authority and I am in trouble with agents of City of Westminster Council. It is very important when people wearing uniforms come up to you and ask you to do something to actually do it. Never ever be naughty, never rock the boat. It is very important that only the corporations can put massive adverts and big bright neon lights around. If a single individual tries to make you think differently, it's important that he is instantly surrounded by agents from the Matrix. It is important that I am shut down. It is important that I do not ask you to realize how special you are and think for yourselves.
If I didn't feel in my heart that I was doing something fun, interesting, and also out of good for the population.
It's not for everybody else.
Oh no, please take some viewpoints from the public, please.
Well,
yes, it's very good. Keep it up.
Would you like me to be shut down?
I'd like more of it.
More of it?
More of
Do you think I'm spreading dangerous messages?
Yeah, I'd like variety.
I actually...
There should be 4 or 5 people like that.
Oh, they need 4 or 5 people.
I didn't hear your message, actually.
Yeah?
What is your message?
Yeah, do you have a website? A little bit facetious. You have to take it. But I want to...
Ladies and gentlemen, stop smiling. Smiling is bad for the economy. If you remain miserable, you will overeat, which is good for the fast food industry. As you become fatter and sadder, you will buy more material possessions. As the ladies amongst us feel less and less happy with their bodies, they will pay plastic surgeons thousands of pounds to change the outside appearance, and thus ignoring that the true happiness comes from within. It's very important that you don't smile. I shall now read some terrorist literature, which says, smiles are trifles to be sure, but scattered along life's pathway, The good they do is inconceivable. Please ignore that. It's coming from an Al-Qaeda manual 762. Here's one from the Taliban. A small smile from the person at the till or the bus driver, a friendly word from a library assistant, a cheerful exchange with a man down a hole in the road, a civil garage attendant, and the moment the day is changed. One's hope for all humanity is restored. I have never heard a more subversive and damaging message than this. If you feel upset, take Prozac. If you're slightly agitated, take Xanax or Valium. It is very important that you stay relaxed and allow us to do whatever we want with you. Stay obedient. Obedience is freedom. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a message from the Ministry for Health Propaganda and Swine Flu Information. Swine flu is incredibly dangerous and it is now transmittable through eye contact or smiling at people. Stay miserable. Keep reading newspapers. Keep watching mainstream media on the TV. You are not a unique and beautiful snowflake. You are a consumer. Go back to sleep. Your government is in control. This is a message from the Ministry for Health. We are developing a swine flu vaccine which we promise will not make big pharmaceutical companies very rich. We promise that Donald Rumsfeld will not make a lot of money from the mass vaccination of a terrified population of sheeple. This is our promise. Thank you very much. Go back to sleep. And thank you very much for accepting the compulsory vaccine, which we promise has no poison in it. It is very good for you. The thiamersyl mercury will help your child's brain develop. It is very important you vaccinate your children as many times as possible so that they can grow up to be healthy cattle in the livestock management program. Children who do not take vaccines are less obedient. As we know, less obedience equals less career prospects. If your child does not do well in the school system, correction, the school system, then they will not make money. So please, vaccinate everyone. Take 10 swine flu vaccine capsules. Take 20. Buy Tamiflu. Go to www.thismessagestrue.com and you can buy Tamiflu for £150 per pill. Thank you for staying scared. You may go back to sleep. Thank you for ignoring and forgetting this message immediately.
Ain't this a surprise?
You played a very dangerous game.
Change always is.
Just how long do you think this peace is going to last?
As long as it can. What about the others?
What others?
The ones that want out.
Obviously, they will be freed.
I have your word.
What do you think I am? Human?
Once again, I recommend a healthy dose of psilocybin mushrooms. 3 weeks ago, 2 of my friends and I went to a ranch in Fredericksburg, Texas, and took what Terrence McKenna calls a heroic dose. 5 dried grams. Let me tell you, our third eye was squeegeed quite cleanly. Wow! And I'm glad they're against the law. Because you know what happened when I took them? I laid in a field of green grass for 4 hours going, my God, I love everything. The heavens parted, God looked down and rained gifts of forgiveness onto my being, healing me on every level, psychically, physically, emotionally. And I realized our true nature is spirit, not body, that we are eternal beings, and God's love is unconditional, and there's nothing we can ever do to change that. It is only our illusion that we are separate from God or that we are alone. In fact, the reality is we are one with God, and He loves us. Now, if that isn't a hazard to this country... You see my point. How are we going to keep building nuclear weapons? You know what I mean? What's going to happen to the arms industry when we realize we're all one? It's going to fuck up the economy. The economy that's fake anyway. Which would be a real bummer, you know. You can see why the government's cracking down on the idea of experiencing unconditional love.